like playing roles that were traditionally white, and we're like, if he's got
Mhm.
the acting chops, just let him play it, right?
Yeah, I
And,
mean,
and so it's the same thing at the cosplay, but it's
it's
exactly
pretend.
what I was talking about because, like we were saying, if like we were saying, if you if you're not a white kid and you've been buying comic books your whole life and getting dressed up as this superhero for Halloween or whatever, why can't you do it?
Yeah, for real. Well, I mean, honestly, the breaker point for me, actually, this is gonna sound really funny. For a very long time, I've considered doing a cosplay of Storm from the X-Men. And honestly, my friends joke, and I hate to say this, but they're like, "So you're gonna be like an inverse Storm?" I was like,
Oh,
"Really? Really?"
well, Mike, you take over that because
Ba-dum-bum.
I said this to Michael.
Oh
We
Lord.
were talking about Power Man. I was cool with The Rock.
Oh man.
I told this
But
to
like,
Michael.
why?
Okay, the only thing I have to
I
say to
think,
that,
and I let The Rock play Hercules. Now
it
I want to be Power Man, bro.
it's it's really simple. It's make pretend.
For real, the
It's
entire
not real.
yeah, that's the thing. The
It's
entire thing is you're pretending to be someone. I hate to say it, like you're pretending to be someone you're not, but I mean, in in a very simple, like straightforward way, you are. So
right.
it's
You
just you love a character so much that you want
right.
to embody that.
Right. You're connecting with the personality, the powers,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
intellect, everything, the aura of a character that does not exist. So you
Yeah,
can't create boundaries based on your weight or your skin color or your eye color or something like that because it's ridiculous. None of it is real anyway.
yeah, for real. I just see do whatever you want. I don't care. If the costume looks good,
Right.
which even the ones that they don't put effort in, like there's whatever, sometimes they're meant to look bad, which makes them really like comical. It's still a good costume, so I don't, it's just do what you want. Doesn't
It
matter.
it is amazing the skill that goes into some of the costumes. Somebody did. Do you remember the Dark Crystal from Henson, a
Yeah.
classic? The
Yeah.
Skeksis. Someone actually, if you go on YouTube, someone actually made a Skeksis costume. It was amazing.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
to pick something so random
Yeah,
and
for
so
real.
specific, so retro is like wow.
That's awesome.
And actually, that's one of the best things that I like with Comic Con when people go totally left field. Like, I love to see a great Batman, a Superman,
Yeah.
Spider Man, and all that other good Spawn. But when they pick like Popeye or someone did SpongeBob and not Squidward, the starfish,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. And then someone did what's the superhero? There's a superhero
Pick
duo
your pick.
on. Do you know which one that is?
Was it the Power Twins or
Yeah, but it was a SpongeBob. There's a superhero. There's a
oh,
guy,
Oh, Mermaid Man
Mermaid Man. Yeah,
and
and Barnacle Boy.
Barnacle
and
Boy.
there
Yeah.
you go. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm mad you guys knew that. But who does those characters? So actually, this Comic Con, Eclecticka is going to be there. The New York City Comic Con, and
Oh,
we're going to take some photos
Eh,
of the most random costumes.
nice.
So put
well, you're
that
gonna
out
be
there.
there, aren't you, Carla?
I see. That's the thing. It's like I don't know if it's sold out or not. I wanted to go because right now, actually, speaking of characters that
Hmm.
are well, he's getting out there. I'm doing Lobo for Halloween.
No way.
I'm doing a Lady Lobo, and if I yeah, dude, Lobo's my favorite. Don't even like. I love Lobo. He's the main man. He's the main man. So if I had
Now
managed
he's
to
the
get
main woman.
one, the main ma'am. Yeah, but if I had managed to get to New York Comic Con, that was going to be the one that I was going to take with me. I actually just
Mhm.
got in some pieces for it today.
Do we get a
Awesome.
sneak peek? Do we get a? No?
I can grab it. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab like some pieces that I've.
This is live, folks. This is what we do. So, Dina, you gonna dress up any of the days for Comic Con that we're covering it?
That's why I grew the goatee. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know where I put my leather pants.
In
But
fact, I'm going to the Baltimore Con.
okay.
nice.
In fact, I forgot to tell you I got press passes for us at Baltimore Con.
Woo!
So if you're free
Well
to
done.
go,
Well done, sir.
Alright,
September 5th.
let's
We'll
see.
talk about it later. But for all of you watching, Baltimore Con, I heard it's one of the best of the smallest cons. I heard nothing but great things about it, and Sonic Eclectic will be there.
Nice. Alright, let's see here. Okay. So I got these for I was in the middle of working on a Lady Winter Soldier,
Mhm.
and I just kind of threw that aside. So I have these, which I'm going to use for Lobo. They are my
Wow.
pride and joy. They're the most comfortable shoe I own, actually.
Wow.
But
That looks,
How come the most comfortable
That looks
shoe that you
comfortable?
own is the size of a person?
don't ask. I don't even know. Well, I don't know, man. They just you put them on and you're like, wow, these are really soft. But what I recently finished is my vest.
oh yeah, Army fanboy, very good.
Yeah. So other than that, it's just the 6 feet of chains to wrap around my arm and bullets and leather and just
Is that a real chain or
no.
no? They wouldn't let you into the con with it, would they? But they could
No, well,
put
these
a
are just
weapon.
like that plasticky, cheap
Yeah.
Halloween, like. No,
Yeah.
and then I'm making the giant meat hook thing out of.
What are the what are
Yeah.
the rules at the cons, Carla? You're not allowed in with a weapon, right? I mean, they have to
No, actually, you just have to go to weapons check. It's really
have a
easy.
weapons check.
They have a weapons
All
check.
right.
I had to show up. So this year when I went up, my scepter, my friend Toby made it. Toby Markham, he made it, and it's made out of like solid resin. So when I took it up to the weapons check, the guy picks it up and he's like, "What are you hiding in here?" I'm like, "A battery pack." And it's really heavy because it's solid resin. And he like looked through the whole thing and then he was like, "Oh, you got nothing." So they just put like a little tag on it, but they do weapons check and they look it up, down, and all around. And it's usually if it's made out of like plastic, resin, foam, whatever, as long as it's not functional, you're fine.
And
But
that,
they're strict on it.
is that the usual material you work with, foam and stuff like that we see on Face Off and Heroes of Cosplay? That's the same stuff you work with?
Yeah, as I just said, I didn't make the scepter, but I do have like for Lobo and all, I'm using that insulation foam, which is like you carve it and then you sand it, and then I use Warbla. I use thermoplastics, the stuff that every like cosplayer uses for their armor, and just wrap it or piece it, however you do it.
Is that expensive stuff?
Warbler can get pricey. Yeah,
Yeah.
I tend to. Yeah, I buy it in bulk sheets, so that saves. But if you're like buying a bunch of medium sheets instead of like a giant extra large one, it can really add up real quick. Not cheap.
What do you do with your costumes when you're done with them? You put them in a vault? Do you sell them?
No.
Kind of having your own little museum one day?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get to that point. But
You never know.
right now, they're all just hanging in my closet. I need to. I actually tweeted about this the other day. I was like, I have to figure out how I'm gonna store my wigs, my everything. I need to get like a rack for my props. It's crazy.
Carla, can you just explain to the people who Lobo is? And we'll put some pictures up right now so they know what you're talking about. So,
Oh my god.
explain Lobo.
Lobo's a bounty hunter in the DC universe, and oh my god, how does one even explain Lobo? He is like the most I'm trying to like not be perverse.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
Michael, let's put it this way: he fought the devil and beat him, and the
And
devil
lived.
took him out
Yeah,
of
for
hell.
real. Like, yeah. Well, I think wasn't it in like 1989 or 1990 before Lobo had his full-on motorcycle gear and everything? He had like the purple and orange spandex suit or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and then they
So he
kind
was
of
Prince.
rehauled it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. He was Prince, and then they turned him to Rob Zombie.
yeah, they rehauled him to one badass. I mean, he's gone toe to toe with Superman. He's
Yeah,
a character who's if I remember correctly, he killed everybody on this planet, so he'd be
yes,
the last
yeah.
one.
They changed that too. It was like originally I can't remember the original